My name is Opila. I'm head of business development and growth for the wealth and distribution platform team here at Zinnia. The conversations around life insurance and annuities are so important, even when they're difficult to have, because you never really know what's going to happen. So I have a really personal story with life insurance. I started in the industry and it was my first introduction to life insurance. And so to get myself familiar with the product, I took my wife and I in to meet with our advisor to talk about life insurance. So in our early 20s, we bought some relatively small term life policies of about $500,000, knowing we would convert or upgrade as life kind of continued. It was about a year and a half after my son was born that unfortunately we found out my wife was diagnosed with stage 4 colon cancer. It was a complete shock to our family. It was a couple days before Thanksgiving. And I'll never forget not only the initial doctor conversation, but this was during the pandemic, so I couldn't be there for my wife. I had to meet her outside of the hospital. And on our way home, mostly silent, but just a lot of crying in the car on the way home, my wife turned to me and she asked, do I have enough life insurance? And we recognized that she did. I mean, we're thankful we had the $500,000 policy, but the recognition that we know it's not going to be enough. We know she's not going to be able to get the same type of coverage again because of her diagnosis. We had some peace of mind that it was there, but it was literally minutes after her cancer diagnosis that your thoughts race. And fortunately for us, she did, but also even more fortunately for us, she has a really positive outcome. She's now almost 5 years cancer-free. And once she hits the 5-year mark, we know that she'll be okay. The doctors will call her cured, and we're right around the corner from that. But I'll never forget that day. I can picture it while I sit here right now. And I could barely get the words out to tell her that yes, she has life insurance. Yes, we are covered. But I never want people to have an answer of no. Were I to have to answer that question and say no, and in all that with a child who wasn't even 2 yet, another who was just about 4, had we not had that protection, I couldn't even imagine where our minds had been. You never know what's going to happen. We were in our early 30s. This wasn't some later stage in life conversation, and we were glad we did it in our 20s. And that's what drives me every day at work to do what we do, is I've been there, and I've seen it. And you know, knock on wood, I won't have to find out whatever happens on the other side of that. Knock on wood, we're paying for this term policy, and we never see the death benefit pay out. But if we needed to, it's there for our family. And that provides an insane amount of peace of mind. And that's why we need to keep doing what we do here at Zinnia to make sure that others can have the same peace of mind that my family and I did.